I can report today that the DNA hits from the towel that was wrapped around the firearm and the DNA on the screwdriver are positively processed for the suspect in custody. We have the DNA on the screwdriver that was found on the rooftop and the towel that the firearm was wrapped in. The firearm itself, this is a great point, thanks for raising it, that is being processed by ATF laboratories in Maryland, and I believe they'll speak to that at a later date when their process is incomplete.
A Fox News alert and a Fox and Friends exclusive. Moments ago, FBI Director Patel giving us brand new details about Charlie Kirk's assassin, who is refusing to cooperate ahead of his first court appearance tomorrow. Fox News contributor and defense attorney Josh Ritter joins us live on the ground in Utah in front of the jail where the suspect is being held. Josh, thanks so much for joining the program. A lot of big information from the director. How critical is, even though you got the suspect, still getting more details such as the DNA on the towel in the screwdriver?
It's huge. The DNA, I was really glad to hear that they had a positive hit on that. The towel and the screwdriver, it looks like they're still going to continue to try to test for DNA on the rifle itself. That's very, very important. The other thing that the director mentioned was digital evidence. It sounds like they're now scouring his phone and creating a digital footprint and history for him. Also critical, hugely important. The other thing that he said that I really appreciated as a lawyer is that they are going about this very deliberately to make sure that all of their warrants are correct, that it's not just about seizing and collecting evidence, but it's making sure that you're preserving that evidence so that it can be used legally at trial.
That was important because, as you saw, Joshua, I was pushing him on the people that were in the chat. And he said, wait, I'm aware of it. We know who there are. There are actually more than 20, but we got to go through the process to make sure that it can hold up in court. Meanwhile, he also talked about the assassin's far-left ideology. Let's watch it.
His family has collectively told investigators that he subscribed to left-wing ideology, and even more so in these last couple of years. And he had a text message exchange, he the suspect, with another individual, in which he claimed that he had an opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk and he was going to do it because of his hatred for what Charlie stood for.
So, Joshua, from a legal standpoint, this is where it gets a little muddy. At what point did the friends, the family, need to report to authorities?
That's a great question. What we're talking about is a potential conspiracy allegation here. And the elements of that come down to, was there some sort of agreement between parties? Was there an understanding of what he was going to do? That's more than threats. That's more than big talk. It's the idea that he was actually planning something. They were aware of that, and there was some sort of agreement reached between him and other individuals that that's what he intended to do, and then proving some sort of act in furtherance of that. So I agree with the director saying, let's be careful, let's interview these people, let's take it all in due course. He's now been arrested, so that need for immediacy is over, and now it's time to take a breath and make sure that the evidence that they collect, the interviews that they conduct, are all done in such a way that they can all be admitted.